Have you ever had moments like this? You start scrolling through Instagram stories without any desire to interact, proactively switch your account to private, or quietly remove yourself from loud close friends lists. You make excuses to dodge boring get-togethers, Friday night happy hours, or networking events you once tried so hard to squeeze into. You're no longer rushing to reply to massive iMessage or Slack group chats, no longer craving to be the center of attention at the family Thanksgiving barbecue, and sometimes you just want to burrito yourself in a blanket instead of throwing on a coat to join the crowd. Then you start wondering, am I getting too isolated? Do I have social anxiety? Am I becoming increasingly cold and weird? Today, from the perspective of a behavioral psychology researcher, I want to tell you a truth that might completely flip your worldview. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. These behaviors that make you feel like you're disappearing aren't a regression, an escape, or a red flag for a psychological issue. On the contrary, it's your brain quietly completing a highly advanced upgrade. Truly smart people are quietly disappearing not from this world, but from the spaces that drain their energy. The manipulation of social stereotypes. The extrovert illusion. The reason you feel guilty for withdrawing stems from a logic drummed into us by Western society and pop culture since childhood. Extroversion equals success. Fitting in equals health. Talking a lot equals intelligence, and having a massive network makes you a winner in life. In high school, the education system glorifies the students who eagerly raise their hands and consistently crowns the prom king and prom queen. In the corporate world, the ones who get promoted are often the diplomats who excel at water cooler, small talk, or networking on the golf course. Even your family constantly pushes you to get out there and socialize. This culture forces you to believe that proactively stepping back from social circles is a sickness to be cured rather than a valid choice. That is exactly when your perception gets hijacked. The great psychologist Carl Jung once said, "Loneliness does not come from having no one around, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself." Your shrinking social calendar isn't because you hate people. It's because you can't find truly valuable connections. Harvard University's nearly 80-year study on human happiness proved exactly this. The ultimate predictor of long-term happiness is not the quantity, but the quality of your relationships. Those with a handful of deep, meaningful bonds enjoy significantly better health and happiness in their later years than those who have thousands of LinkedIn connections but no one who truly gets them. Scientifically speaking, your choice to withdraw is actually the path to genuine happiness. The neuroscience perspective. Why does your brain want to log off? Why are some people naturally wired to seek depth over breadth in relationships? The key lies in the concept of cognitive load. Your brain is like a smartphone's RAM. Its daily processing capacity is limited. When you attend a pointless cocktail party, your brain has to simultaneously process a mountain of junk data. What are they implying? How do I smile naturally? This topic is incredibly dull, but how do I feign interest? Is my last comment being judged? All these background processes chew up your cognitive resources. Research indicates that the brains of highly intelligent individuals often show greater activity in the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for deep thinking, self-monitoring, and complex decision-making. This type of brain is like a supercomputer that handles deep tasks with extreme efficiency. But if you force it to run dozens of shallow social apps in the background, it quickly overheats, lags, and forces you to force quit those applications. The feeling of being drained and empty after leaving a crowd isn't because you're fragile. It's a very real overload signal from your nervous system. Additionally, our brains feature a system called the Default Mode Network, DMN. The DMN automatically activates when you are alone, quiet, and unstimulated by the outside world. It's responsible for creativity, self-reflection, empathy, and deep learning. For those who require high creative capacity, their DMN operates at a much higher level than average. Every time you're dragged into a meaningless dinner party, You are hitting mute on your mind's most important internal meeting. The instinct to disappear is actually your brain's way of protecting its most precious asset. 6 signs of an upgrade when a smart person withdraws. What are those who quietly step back actually doing? Here are 6 core shifts. 1. They actively clear out information trash. You scroll through your TikTok or Instagram feed and feel irritated and drained by pointless drama or materialistic flexing. Stanford University research shows that chronic exposure to fragmented, low-quality information streams significantly reduces focus and leads to emotional decision-making. Smart people aren't cold toward the world, they're just practicing cognitive hygiene to protect their minds from the noise. 2. They stop their performative existence. Have you ever gone to a get-together purely out of FOMO, fear of missing out, or fear of being labeled a buzzkill? Ever forced a ha-ha reaction to your boss's dry joke? Psychology calls this self-monitoring. Constantly wearing a mask to maintain the persona of an easygoing team player causes chronic fatigue. Disappearing means giving yourself permission to say, I don't want to go. That's not selfishness. That's authenticity. 3. They reallocate their attention economy. Attention is the scarcest resource on Earth. Every push notification is fighting for it. Instead of wasting it on dry conversations, they invest that time in honing a new skill, reading a book, or simply enjoying a quiet Sunday morning with a cup of coffee. 4. They redefine the roots of their self-worth. Many outsource their self-worth. How many likes did my post get? Did my boss praise me? Edward Deci and Richard Ryan's self-determination theory shows that stable mental health comes from fulfilling 3 internal needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Those who withdraw are planting their roots of value deep within themselves, rather than waiting for external applause. 5. They pursue depth over breadth. Retreating doesn't mean isolation. A socially refined person will happily engage in a profound 3-hour conversation with a soulmate, but refuses to suffer through 2 hours of fake chatter at a loud 20-person dinner. 6. They give their nervous system room to breathe. The hustle and bustle of modern city life keeps our autonomic nervous system trapped in a constant fight-or-flight state. Absolute silence, not the kind where you lie down and scroll on your phone, is the only physical therapy that helps the body recover from the damage of chronic stress. The 4-week plan, reclaiming your energy. If you understand these points but still feel guilty around others, How suggests a small exercise for you. Week 1. Observe, don't act. Use your phone's Notes app to audit your social interactions. After a meetup, do you feel charged or drained? Do you feel lighter or weighed down? Just record, don't judge. Week 2. A mini experiment. Proactively cancel one draining commitment, like a pointless networking lunch, and mute one noisy group chat. You'll realize the sky didn't fall like you feared it would. Week 3. Boot up your DMN. Dedicate 20 minutes a day to putting your phone face down. Do absolutely nothing, or only do something you genuinely enjoy. You might feel restless at first from dopamine withdrawal, but after a few days, you'll see brilliant ideas start to sprout in that 20-minute silence. Week 4. Set boundaries. Practice a no-nonsense rejection without looping apologies. I won't be able to make it this time, maybe next time. In 90% of cases, the other person's reaction will be much chiller than you'd expect. The relationship won't crumble, and you'll tap into a very real sense of personal power. Week 5 and beyond. Take the time saved from meaningless events and invest it in the people who actually matter in your life. Finally, I want to circle back to the you from the beginning, the one feeling increasingly quiet, disconnected, and wondering if something is broken. I want to tell you, you are not broken, you are just starting to listen to yourself. That urge to disappear isn't a retreat, a failure, or a character flaw. It's the most honest part of your soul speaking up. What I need isn't more noise. What I need is a more authentic me. Starting today, whenever you feel the urge to seek quiet, stop asking yourself, am I weird? Instead, tell yourself, I am protecting what matters most to me. Just that one sentence, simple but powerful. You don't need to prove the validity of your existence to anyone. You just need to know that your path is backed by science, accompanied by wisdom, and walked by an ever-growing number of truly awakened individuals who are quietly disappearing right alongside you, only to quietly become better. If today's content resonated with you, drop a like to let me know you're here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll continue chatting about the things no one tells you, but you truly need to know in the next episode.